how long have you been homeless?
I've been using blues for 2 years, and I've been homeless for 4.
And how did you get started using blues? Like, who introduced you to them?
My baby daddy,
How old is your baby?
he's 1.
And are you out in the streets by yourself, or who's with you?
By myself,
Where's your baby staying with?
but with my tia. So I'd rather him be in a place than be homeless.
Yeah, or the state would take the baby, right?
Yeah.
And have you ever tried professional treatment?
Once, yeah.
How did that go?
Not too good.
You left the program, you really didn't start the program, or you completed and relapsed?
I completed and relapsed.
What triggered you to relapse?
Being around people who smoke them.
Do you think it's important for people that finish treatment to have like a support system, like family and a place to stay? If not, when you get out of treatment and you don't have anywhere to stay, you're gonna come back to the same spot where the blues are at, right?
Yeah, it's important to have people who support you and to leave the people that you used to hang around with in the past, because they're just gonna make you relapse.
What talk to me about the dangers out here. You're by yourself, you're alone, but there's lots of dangers for a young woman out here, right? So young lady, and aren't you scared about at night and just all the different creeps and guys that come and ask you questions?
Yeah, I do. I do get scared, but I try to mostly just ignore them and keep walking, keep pushing. But the best thing to do is just stay yourself. I know it's hard out here in the streets because you're scared about all the people, if they might hurt you or whatnot. But honestly, it's just better to stay to yourself, because all these people here on the streets only care about themselves. So
How many pills do you need per day?
as many as I could get. It's like 10, 15.
What's the most you've ever smoked in one day?
35.
And how much money do you need per day to support your habit?
Ooh. So there's like maybe $100.
And how do you make money?
I either hold up a sign or I ask friends, you know what I mean?
When you were younger, what did you want to become as an adult?
A doctor.
And do you remember at what point you stopped dreaming about being a doctor?
Say that again?
Do you remember at what point, where in your life you stopped like dreaming about becoming a doctor?
When I first became homeless.
You became homeless because, was it like family stuff? You're fighting with family, or you all ended up homeless?
We all ended up homeless. And then we just eventually all split it up, went our separate ways.
If you weren't doing blues, if you weren't homeless, what would you be doing right now?
I'd be in school. I want to stay in school and get a job, take care of my son.
What's your son's name?
Jesus.
Do you miss him?
Yeah, I miss him.
I can't imagine, what you go through, the need, the addiction, right, for the blues, and the love that you have for your son. That's tough, right? So I can't begin to judge you or know what you're going through. But you know what, Andrea? Just look at this as like temporary. And you know who decides when you could be reunited with Jesus? when you could be a mom again, when you can go back to school. You decide that, not me, not the people that are around here. Just it's you,
Yeah.
right? You have to decide that. Where will you be in the near future, the next 3 6 months? Where do you want to be?
Want to be a mom, have our own apartment, a job, just be stable. We don't have to stress about nothing.
And what's the number one factor keeping you away from achieving those dreams?
The bills, and being out here on the streets.
What advice would you give young people? The youngest person I've seen, me personally, 13. I saw a 13-year-old 2 days ago. 13 years old, right? So you see them, you see young people. What would you advise young people? Because you started when you were younger, right? 16,
Yeah.
17. So what would you tell them about this lifestyle? Somebody that hasn't tried it, they're thinking about trying it, or their friends, peer pressure, hey, try this.
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
The sickness is a pain, and being out here in the streets isn't no joke. It's not fun, and you always gotta worry about people, what they're gonna do to you, if they're gonna hurt you or whatnot. And out here in the streets, you have no friends. So just stay in school, do your best, and just try not to live that life.
You're also a mom, you're a parent. What would you advise parents out there with to be aware of with their kids? What would you tell them as parents?
Just put your son first, because once you have a kid, there's really no more you time. It's you and your son, or you and your daughter, and that's what I messed up with. Don't be selfish. That's what I'm doing, is being selfish. But
You know what, Andrea? I really appreciate your honesty. You're 18, but you speak like more maturely, like somebody older, because you've probably lived a life where you've experienced a lot, right?
yeah,
So I think you're right. I think parents should put their children first. Right? Don't be selfish. And again, you might have made a selfish choice, and here you are. But you could overcome it. There's a lot of success stories out there where people do recover.
yeah.
It's a lot of work. It's work every single day. So I'm gonna say thank you very much for talking to me. Right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand you a goodie bag that was donated by her name is Seashell. She's a subscriber. She was asking if you could open what's inside so you can see what's inside, see if you need anything.
You want me to show you?
Yeah. What is it?
Wipes, tampons, pads, a little bit of makeup, and some socks.
Cool.
Yeah, I could use that. Being homeless, you need this type of stuff.
Okay. So I'm glad that you're gonna be able to use that.
Thank
And
you.
also $20 was donated for me to get you food. So I'm gonna get you food. You want me to get you some food, so I'm gonna go get you some food right now. And that was donated by my friend and subscriber Chad. Okay.
Okay.